Hi everyone, this is the Math 30-1 Trig 2 review, and this is question 6a. We're going to prove the following double angle identities. Okay, so here we go. We've got 2 tangent of theta over 1 plus tangent squared of theta is equal to sine of 2 theta. Okay, so we're going to drop the line here. Okay, because I got to show that the left side and the right side are equal, independent of each other. Now, granted, I am going to spend most of my time working on the left-hand side because there's a lot more going on here, and as soon as you've got a binomial or greater in the denominator, well, this is the side that requires attention. But over here, sine of 2 theta, okay, well, I know that the sine of 2 theta, if I look at my list of identities, that's going to equal 2 sine theta cosine theta. And you know what? I'm very likely, in working with this, I'm very likely to hit this first before I hit this. So I'm just going to write that out now as my goal. Now I come over here. Okay. And I'm going to follow the same pattern that I've established with previous questions here. The first thing I'm going to ask for is, do I see any Pythagorean identities? And in this case, the answer is an overwhelming yes. That whole denominator there, that is a Pythagorean identity. So we end up with 2 tangent of theta in the numerator, and 1 plus tangent squared is secant squared. Okay? Now, I look at this and I go back and I say, okay, do I see any Pythagorean identities again? Well, yeah, I do, but please don't be the person who goes, secant squared is just 1 plus tangent squared. That's a little loop that you'll never get out of. So we need to keep moving forward here. So no, I don't. Is there any obvious algebra that I can do here? Well, no, not really. I mean, there's no factoring, there's no expanding, and the fractions have kind of been dealt with. Are there any reciprocal identities I can work with? Now, when I say reciprocal identities, typically what I mean is, are we multiplying a cosecant by a sine? Are we multiplying a cos by a secant? Where we multiply something by its reciprocal? In this case, no, I don't. So here would be a good opportunity to write this in terms of sine and cosine. So tangent, 2 tangent here is going to be 2 sine of theta over the cosine of theta. And secant squared is simply going to be 1 over the cosine squared of theta. Okay? Now, did that create any Pythagorean identities? Well, no, it didn't. Okay? Is there any obvious algebra here? Well, yeah, there is. I've got a fraction now divided by a fraction. I know that means multiplying. So 2 times the sine over the cosine times cosine squared over 1. Now, one of those factors of cosine is going to cancel. I'll still be left with 1 up here because it was squared, and that sine is going to stay there. So this will become 2 sine of theta cosine of theta. And that's exactly what I wanted. Now, left side and right side are equal.